Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. We're out here tonight. Apologize if it's noisy. It's raining outside pretty good right now. But anyways, little backstory. We were planning on going to the track like I said in the last video. And over the last, I don't know, month or so, month and a half, I noticed the transmission starting to, I don't know, almost slip, or it would take quite a bit of RPM to get the car to move in first gear and reverse. And it would only do that cold. Once the car or the transmission warmed up, it would be fine. It would act fine for the rest of the day and it wouldn't have any issues. So I finally broke down and just pulled the transmission out of it. Ended up finding a defect in the case. And I assume it was like that when I bought it. It's a core. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think I did it when I was cutting the bell housing off the case. But it's a possibility. I don't know. But I'm confident that it was like that when I got it. And I'll throw some pictures in here of the defect that I found. I ended up repairing it with epoxy and got it all put back together, put back in the car, and it's working perfectly. So I went to load the car up that following Wednesday, and when I was cleaning up the case, I had nicked the two fittings for the cooler lines on transmission. One of the fittings, I nicked it with the grinder. And I thought it would be okay. I cleaned it up, smoothed it out with a little piece of sandpaper. I thought it would seal, but it wouldn't. I was going to load the car up on a trailer, and it was dripping transmission fluid out of that fitting. And that was Wednesday, morning, so I didn't have time to get new fittings to make it. So I got on Summit. These were cheap Chinese fittings, and they always had a little leak to begin with. No matter, before all this happened, they leaked a tiny little bit anyways. And they were cheap China fittings, so what can you expect? So I went on to Summit and decided I'm going to spend a little extra money and get made in USA fittings, and hopefully not have to deal with any kind of leaks. So like I said, I went on to Summit, looked for fittings that were listed as made in the USA, paid the extra money, ordered them up, got them in the mail, and let me show you what we got here. All right, so these are what I got, guys. You can get, these are just, dash 6AN 90-degree push lock fittings. You can get the China equivalents for $7, $8, $9 a piece or whatever. And then these are the TH400 to dash 6 fittings. So I decided I'm gonna buy a good name brand, made in USA fittings, pay the extra money and get them. These are, the dash 6 fittings were about, I want to say they were $19 each. And then these were right around the same. They were like $24 for these fittings. On Summit, all three of these are claimed to be made in the USA. I get them. And what the hell do I see on the back of these fittings? Right there. Made in China. Made in China. All of them. All three of them. Couldn't fucking believe it. Paid the extra money for a good name brand. Russell's one of the top brands in fittings. Summit, right on their fucking ad. Made in America, perfect. And they sent me that bullshit. Remember the part numbers on them. So I was a little pissed off about that, but I don't got time to send them back and wait on, if I could even find fucking actual made in America fittings. I don't got time to dick around and wait for it. So we're going to put these in. These original fittings that screw into the transmission. The original ones, the China ones that I bought were aluminum. These are steel, so hopefully they'll seal better and I won't have any issues. On the TH400, the cooler line fittings, they're not a regular NPT, National Pipe Thread that's tapered. Pipe thread's tapered normally. These are a pipe thread that's a straight pipe thread. I forget what they call it, an NPS maybe? Something like that. I don't know, something like that. But The end that threads into the transmission that has this copper washer is a pipe thread that's not tapered, it's a straight one. And then it goes, to a -6. So make sure if you can thread a pipe thread in there, but if you thread it in too far, you'll crack your case and then it'll be junk. So make sure the fittings that you thread in there are either the proper, correct thread type, or you pay attention and you don't screw in the tapered fitting too far and end up wrecking your case. But I got the car out here. Everything's ready to go. I don't know if I showed the hood that we got for it. I ordered this a while back and it finally got it. I got it all sanded up, and I bought some Zeus rails from Motion Raceworks to mount the hood. It's got 5 Zeuses on each side. I don't got them riveted to the hood yet until I get it painted, and then we'll rivet these in position, and then we'll be all good to go. I got paint ordered for it. Hopefully it'll be here the next couple weeks, and we will get it painted. And also right now I got some just generic fender exits, or I guess bumper exit, and they're super long. They do a loop down underneath and then out each side. What I'm thinking about doing, I'm not 100% sure, but I was thinking about it, is the turbos right now, the exhaust is right here and right here, so each turbo's facing each other, and one going this way, one going this way. I was thinking about just Uing up from each turbo and coming up with a short piece, and then coming right out of the hood with a teardrop, one on each side, or one for each turbo, and having them right here, or I guess it'd be up a little farther, probably right about here, and have it right in the cowl section. And then it'll lose a bunch of weight off of that fucking exhaust, because I'll probably go with aluminum on them, and I think it'll look pretty slick. But this is forget the name of this. This is it's a Pro Cajun hood 4-inch cowl from I'll have to look up the name on it. I forget the name of the company, but it's a 4-inch cowl, and it does a little a slope back. Instead of going 4-inch straight all the way, it does the 4-inch, and then when it gets back towards the windshield, it slopes back and butts right up against the windshield. I think it looks pretty slick. I like the way they look. But anyways, so yeah, I'm out here right now to change these fittings out and get that leak taken care of, so we can go to the track this coming Wednesday. It's Sunday night, Monday morning right now, I guess, actually. So 2 days, and we'll head back out to the track and get this new suspension dialed in and start turning up the power on the car and get us deep into the 9s, and maybe if all goes well, we can tickle the 8s a little bit. But like I said, this year I'll be happy with getting deep into the 9s, and then next year we'll be shooting for the 8s for sure. So that's the game plan, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get the car jacked up on this side, get a jack stand under it, and then we'll go ahead and pop them 2 cooler lines off and get these fittings put in there. So we'll be back. There's the old fittings. Let's see if I can zoom in for you guys. Come on. So yeah, it was leaking right around the threaded nut of the fittings themselves. It wasn't leaking from the line. It was leaking where connection between the 90-degree fitting and the fitting in the trans was there. So we're gonna go ahead and pull them out and slide in the new ones. So let's go ahead and get them disconnected. I gotta get a drain pan, and then we'll get started. Okay, guys, we got them swapped out. So here's the old fittings. I can't remember where these fittings came from. Maybe ICT billet? Not sure. But anyways, you can see where I nicked it. Right there on that ceiling face. I nicked it with the grinder, and I tried to clean it up, but it just wasn't enough. I did a little bit. I nicked this one a little bit too. So anyways, they were sealing. not sealing, excuse me. And these are the China -6 90-degree fittings for push lock. This combination had a small drip. It might drip if it's set in the same spot for a week, it might have a quarter size spot underneath it from these fittings. So it wasn't very fast, but once I nicked that and then tried to clean it up and reassemble it, it was a constant drip anytime the car was running. So obviously I had to do something about that. So these were aluminum. I went back with steel. And like I said, we went back with, quote unquote, American made quality fittings. Russell is one of the top names in fittings. And it looks like Edelbrock owns them now. So maybe whenever Edelbrock bought out Russell, they started moving their production to China. I don't know. It's hard to say, but regardless, don't list the shit as made in the USA and then send me made in China, and charge me twice the money for China shit. So I got a call in to someone on Tuesday after the holiday, and see what they're going to do about it. And at the minimum, they need to change their damn ad so it doesn't say made in America right on the fucking picture of it, So yeah, anyways, guys, that's gonna do it. I got the new fittings put on and on the lines, and then I got the 2 new fittings screwed into the transmission. Cleaned it off with brake clean, and it's too late to start the car up now to make sure it's not leaking, but I will do that tomorrow or later today. It's already after midnight. I'll fire it up, make sure, that's good to go, and then as long as that's good to go and we don't have any issue there, we will plan on going to the track Wednesday. Like I said, today is it's Monday now, early Monday morning, so 2 days and we'll be hitting the track, and we'll work on getting the suspension dialed in. Where I go, Milan Dragway, the track's, on a test and tune night, it's kind of a mediocre track. It's not nothing special. They drag it once on the hour, every hour, but that's all they do. They don't do any kind of spray, any kind of prep or anything on there. It's just they just drag it, for 5 minutes once every hour, and that's it. And usually there's a lot of street cars, and they dropping dirt and shit on the track and stuff. So it's not going to be spectacular. So, but we'll do what we can and try to get the suspension squared away and start dialing in some more power, because like the last time at mine, we were in at 1013 at 140, and that was a pretty soft tune-up, no timing, 15 pounds of boost, or excuse me, it was 13 and a half. It peaked 15 on the shift, but we were right down back to 13 and a half, and that was like leaving 5 pounds or 5.5 pounds of boost off the line because we just couldn't get any traction. So all that to say, there's a lot left in it. So it's still fucking pouring out there, guys. So Wednesday is supposed to be decent weather, 80 degrees and no rain in the forecast as of right now. So hopefully we won't have any rain move in on us. But yeah, that's it, guys. I got it all installed. We'll come out and check it tomorrow. And yeah, just expect a video from me, Wednesday night or Thursday sometime, depending on how late we get back. Appreciate you guys checking in and continuing to watch the channel and supporting it. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one.